I'm Debbie Godfrey. Welcome to the Positive Parenting PEP Talks podcast.
Today's pep talk, I'd like to explore children's feelings. Many of us, when we were growing up, were allowed to feel certain feelings and not allowed to feel other feelings. And typically, girls are allowed to feel sad, but it's not okay to get angry. And boys are allowed to get angry, but it's not okay for them to be sad. And something about feelings is that they just are. They're not right or wrong. And one of the best things that we can do as parents is to help our children start to distinguish their feelings from themselves. What happens with very young children is that they experience or they feel a feeling and they literally become that feeling. So when you look at your little child who's 2 or 3 or 4 years old, when they get angry, they actually become anger. Or if they get sad, they actually become sadness. So the feeling embodies them. It swallows them up. And so one of the most valuable things we as parents can do is begin to help our children talk about their feelings and distinguish their feelings from themselves. So for example, when your child's feeling angry, to make comments like, wow, it looks like you're feeling really angry, or it looks like that made you mad. And so that they see that there's a difference between their feeling and themselves. And what this will do also is help them to start to think about their feelings and what they're feeling. And then we can further help them by helping them choose what actions to take. Because it's usually not the feeling that's a problem, but it's the actions that they choose to take as a result of having a feeling. And a very typical example is when a child feels angry at their sibling, then they take the action of hitting their sibling. So the anger in and of itself is not wrong. And feelings cannot be wrong because they just are. They're not right or wrong, good or bad. They're just something that happens as a result of our interactions with other people. So to help kids, again, with it's okay to feel angry, it's not okay to hit your sister. It's okay to feel sad, and it's okay to cry. It's not okay to scream in this room. Can you move that to another room? So to start to distinguish between the children's feelings and their actions and themselves, again, this is going to be a very, very valuable thing that we learn to do for our children. And then as they get older, what will happen is that they'll start to have feelings, and we'll want to give them ways to work through their feelings. So for example, if they're feeling angry, well, what can you do when you're feeling angry? Can you, color on this paper or write a letter or journal? Or do you need to take a walk, do some physical activity? When they're feeling sad, it's okay to cry. If you need to cry, go ahead. If you need to scream and yell, go scream and yell and, show them how to scream and yell in their pillow. So to allow safe ways to express their feelings is going to be, again, a really, really important part of your job as a parent. Again, when we were growing up, if our feelings were not handled or heard or listened to well, then we tend to stuff them. And stuffing feelings can cause illnesses in our body, stress-related problems, and cause us to get sick. So we don't want that to happen to our kids. We want to make sure that we're helping them move through, express their feelings, help them learn to identify their feelings, and hopefully that will make it much easier to start to talk about feelings as they get older, where they'll be able to actually speak from their feeling place with words rather than with actions. And you'll find that'll be much more easy to parent them when they're able to do that, when they can speak about their feelings instead of reacting to their feelings. So I hope this helps. Have a great day and happy parenting.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Positive Parenting PEP Talks podcast. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Debbie Godfrey, owner and founder of positiveparenting.com. I hope you'll go and check out my website and follow me on Instagram and let me know about what you thought about today's episode. Did you learn something new? Were you able to do something different with your children? Did you have a success story? Those are my favorite to share. Let me know. Contact me. I'd love to hear from you. And also, what future topics would you be interested in hearing about on the Positive Parenting Pep Talks podcast? Thank you so much for being here and for all of your support. Take care and happy parenting.